The thing that I used to avoid the most when I was still finding love online was men with children. I used to avoid those men like a plague. Seriously, like, oh my goodness, I just cannot handle the drama or the commotion or the headache that comes with men with children, because you have to prove yourself beyond what you could, you just so they can say, oh, your wife material, they will love you so much, you have to love their kids. And I'm not somebody that is good at pretending. I'm not saying that if I ever find myself in a situation where I have to be a stepmom, I'm gonna be an evil stepmom. No, but I'm not somebody that is good at pretending. You get? So I don't wanna be, start my relationship with that kind of, oh my god, you have kids. Oh my god, my kids, my kids. No, I don't wanna do that. And most especially when this man and his baby mama are still in contact, it just gets so much worse. It just gets so messy, because this lady is going to be in your face. And let's say if these kids are, maybe let's say in their teen years, they're always gonna try and prove to you that, you know what, our mom is it. You're not our mom. That kind of drama and that. I'm saying this because I am somebody that grew up in the dynamic of stepmoms, so I don't think I wanna be a stepmom myself. Not that I'm gonna be an evil stepmom, no, but because I just do not want. I just do not want it. And those men are just, they'll always go back to their baby mamas. Not all of them, but most of them will always go back, because I don't know why there's something that is always drawing them back together. Maybe the children bonding together, maybe there's some activities that require both the mom and the dad, and you'll be left behind, because obviously you're not the mom, you're not the dad, you get. So I don't want to put myself in a situation, you know and this also reminds me, there's a time that I actually did a match with a guy that had a kid. He had a baby girl, and he didn't tell me that he had a child until way into the talking, the situationship. And obviously, like, when we used to talk, he would always have this mood on, like something is wrong. And whenever I would try to ask him, like, what is happening, and he would be like, oh, nothing, nothing, nothing serious. I'm like, okay, no problem. Then one day, I don't know why, all of a sudden he drops the bomb and he's like, oh, I am trying to get custody of my daughter. And I'm like, oh, you have a daughter? And he's like, yeah, I have a daughter and I'm trying to get custody. Her mother is crazy, blah, blah, blah. She's ruined my life, this. Like, he had a lot to say about this lady. And I was like, I go on asking him, like, how old is your daughter? And he tells me, oh, my daughter is 8 months old. And I'm like, what? He's like 8 months old. I thought it was a joke, but it wasn't a joke. So he takes this picture of the daughter, and he sends me the picture, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not ready for this drama, because this girl is still very young. That means they still have they still have all the time to bond, be there for this baby. And who is gonna be through all that trauma of, being on the sidelines? Because, like, he described his baby mama, was like, oh, the baby mama is crazy. Obviously, sometimes men that keep on saying, oh, the other lady was crazy are the crazy ones, you get. So I'm like, so I'm asking him, when did you guys break up? Because if this kid is 8 months old, that means it wasn't long until you guys, like, were together. And he's like, oh, we broke up just a few months after the baby was born. And right away you went on a dating app, instead of, like, trying to figure out your situation and maybe win the custody of your daughter before going to find love. You're already online finding love. Like, I don't get it. And yeah, I'm like, nah, this is not my portion. This is not my portion. I'm not gonna be there playing mommy, mommy, mommy. Not in a bad way. If you're somebody that loves being a stepmom, that's good for you, but that is not my portion. And no, I will never do that. Yeah. And when it comes to divorced men, I don't think, okay, all of them are problems, because sometimes people have go into relationships and they don't work out, and they go their separate ways. So when somebody's divorced and they have no children that are connecting them together, that is a catch for me. But if somebody has children, trust me, that is going nowhere with me. So yeah, what is your take? Like, what was the experience with a man with children? Comment down below and let us know.